英語英検2級レベル長文朗読パート1。今回のテーマは地球温暖化、私たち共通の問題についてです。それでは本文を再生します。
Global warming. Our shared problem. Global warming is one of the biggest challenges in the world today. It is not only a problem for scientists or politicians. It is a problem for all of us. Every person on Earth will be affected by it in some way. Global warming means the Earth's average temperature is rising. This change is caused mostly by human activities. It is happening faster than at any other time in human history. The main cause of global warming is the greenhouse effect. The Earth has an atmosphere made of different gases. Some of these gases, like carbon dioxide, CO, trap heat from the sun. This is good in small amounts. Without the greenhouse effect, the Earth would be too cold for us to live. However, in the last 200 years, humans have added too much CO and other greenhouse gases into the air. This has made the Earth's atmosphere trap too much heat. As a result, the Earth is getting warmer. Where do these gases come from? The biggest source is the burning of fossil fuels. Fossil fuels include coal, oil, and natural gas. We burn them to produce electricity, heat, and to power cars and factories. When fossil fuels burn, they release carbon dioxide. Another important source of greenhouse gases is deforestation. Trees absorb CO. But when we cut down forests, two bad things happen. Fewer trees absorb CO, and the trees we cut down often release the CO they stored. The effects of global warming are already visible. Glaciers in places like Greenland and Antarctica are melting. Sea levels are rising, and coastal areas face more flooding. Some animals, such as polar bears, are losing their habitats. Weather patterns are also changing. Many places now have stronger storms, longer heat waves, or more droughts. Farmers in some countries are finding it harder to grow food. In other places, too much rain is destroying crops. All of these changes affect people's lives, health, and safety. Global warming also has an impact on our oceans. Warmer water affects sea life. Coral reefs, which are home to thousands of species, are dying because the water is too warm or too acidic. Fish populations are moving to cooler waters, changing the balance of marine ecosystems. These changes can hurt fishing communities that depend on the sea for food and jobs. The problem is serious, but it is not impossible to solve. We already have many ideas to slow down global warming. One of the most important solutions is to use clean energy. Solar panels and wind turbines can make electricity without producing CO. Hydropower from rivers can also produce energy without burning fossil fuels. In some places, people are building wave power stations to use the movement of the sea for energy. The more we use these clean sources, the less we need coal and oil. Another important solution is to use energy more efficiently. This means doing the same work while using less energy. For example, LED light bulbs use much less electricity than old light bulbs. Public transport, like trains and buses, can move many people at once, which is better than each person driving their own car. Electric cars are becoming more popular, and they do not produce CO while driving. However, they still need clean electricity to be truly good for the environment. Protecting and planting trees is also important. Forests are natural carbon sinks, meaning they absorb more CO than they release. If we protect rainforests and plant new trees, we can help remove CO from the air. Many communities and schools are starting tree planting projects to help the planet. Governments have a big role to play. They can make laws to limit CO emissions and invest in clean energy. International agreements, like the Paris Agreement, bring countries together to set goals for reducing greenhouse gases. However, laws and agreements alone are not enough. People must also change their daily habits. There are many small actions each person can take. We can use less electricity by turning off lights when not needed. We can walk, ride a bike, or take public transport instead of driving everywhere. We can eat less meat, especially beef, because raising cattle produces a lot of greenhouse gases. We can recycle materials like paper, glass, and plastic, which saves energy and reduces pollution. Education is another key to solving global warming. If more people understand the problem and the solutions, more people will take action. Schools can teach students about climate change and encourage projects that help the environment. Social media can spread ideas quickly, but it is important to share true and accurate information. Some people think global warming is too big to solve. It is true that it is a huge problem, but history shows we can solve big problems when we work together. In the past, humans have made great progress in science, technology, and human rights. We have built machines that fly, cured diseases, and connected the world with the internet. If we put the same energy into fighting global warming, we can make a difference. It is also important to remember that solving global warming can bring other benefits. Clean air from renewable energy means healthier people. Better public transport can make cities less crowded and noisy. Protecting forests and oceans means protecting the beauty and diversity of nature for future generations. The Earth is our only home. We cannot move to another planet if this one becomes unlivable. This is why global warming matters to everyone, no matter where they live or how old they are. Every action, big or small, can help. If one person uses less energy, it may not change the world, but if millions of people do the same, it will make a big difference. Working together, we can slow down global warming and create a better future for all. Global warming is a challenge, but it is also an opportunity. It is a chance to change the way we live, to use cleaner energy, to protect nature, and to work together as a global community. The decisions we make today will decide the world we live in tomorrow. We cannot wait for someone else to fix the problem. The time to act is now.
今回はここまで。正確な公募訳は概要欄まで。